Good win. Obviously, tip our caps to Bushnell. What a great effort by those guys. Big time individual performance by Spencer, somebody we know has come to our camps. Thought we defended, got a little bit lackadaisical defensively, fouled them way too much, put them to the line 23 times. We only got there 14 times. That's not good enough. And I think that was just a little bit of a lack of focus and intensity on the defensive end. And offensively, obviously when we got the ball inside, we converted. The good thing is we got to play a lot of guys. We got to find out a little bit about some of our guys that haven't, played many minutes. And so it was nice to be able to do that. But great effort by them, and we'll learn from some of the mistakes, but there's also a lot of positive things I think we can take from it.
Wayne, it seemed like some pretty good ball movement tonight. I haven't seen the final box, but 14 assists on 17 first-half baskets. How are you feeling about how the offense is looking now?
That was one of our focuses, was sharing the ball a little bit more. We had 26 assists total on 34 field goals. That's a great ratio. So when we're moving the ball and we're attacking and looking to share it, that's when we're going to be at our best. Obviously, I thought we settled. We shouldn't have taken 23s, but you shoot it a little bit better, and those numbers are even more in your favor. But look at down the line: 8 assists from Dexter, no turnovers, 7 from Pope. Glenn had 3 assists. Rabo Rodriguez, 5 assists. He was like magic out there. So it was nice to see the way we shared it.
Glenn, how are you feeling about how the offense looked tonight? Compared to the first couple games.
We're clicking. We're clicking at the right time. I feel like we're sharing the ball amazingly. We're getting into the post. The post is now kicking out. We just look good. We look connected, and the chemistry is looking good.
Coach, you start the season 3-0 for the first time since 2018-2019. How does that feel?
Feels great. We don't talk about last year a whole bunch, but we did mention, it'd be nice to get this one tonight and get that third win and kind of take it from here and build. So we've got a lot of new pieces. We've had some early tests in all 3 of our games, and love the fact that our guys have responded and found a way to get all 3 wins.
So you get a long break off here, and then on Saturday you got a test against Portland State. What are you guys going to have to do to prepare?
Well, the big thing is, Portland State plays up-tempo like Bushnell does, and they're talented and deep. And so I know that they're going to come in here. This is their Super Bowl. We know how it goes, and they're going to be ready to play. We've played them in some really close games the last couple of years, so it's going to be a challenge. So we've got to clean up some things. Our focus to defense and guarding without fouling, taking away transition. Offensively, we got to knock down shots, but we've got to stick to what's working. And I thought we at times got away from that, and it got us in trouble. And as the competition continues to go up here, those things will come back and bite us. So we've got to make some improvement here quickly.
Coach, it's an exhibition on paper, but once the ball's tipped, that all goes out the window. What's it feel like to get a good 40 minutes in and see your boys perform like you
like?
Like
for them, but for us, it's a counter. So we told our guys that. They can throw caution to the wind because it doesn't count on their deal, and they did a heck of a job, Coach Alexander and his staff and his team. But to be able to still learn valuable lessons and get a W is huge for this young team. You got to remember how many 9 new guys playing a lot of different pieces. We had a little bit of adversity with foul trouble early, but we responded and got that dub. So to get our 3rd win again to start the season with some momentum, knowing what's in front of us on Saturday night is good. Now we've just got to find ways to get better in the next few days.
Dzmitry, how do you feel like you're fitting in with this team and kind of finding your role?
I really feel like I'm kind of finding myself back, especially since not having a great year last year in the University of San Francisco. So I definitely feel a lot more confident and just free and like being able to play my game and finding my role as playing a 4 and a 3. And having a little game on the post, but also being able to get up to the 3 and shoot a couple shots and knock it down.
You have 4 blocks tonight. You might start playing at the 7.
Yeah, when you saw the contributions that Dima had tonight, how are you thinking? How is he fitting in?
Oh yeah, great. And the only negative we have on Dima is he's really hard on himself. So when he makes some mistakes or he doesn't feel like he gets down, and we're trying to get him to keep his confidence up, as mature a guy as he is, but he cares so much. And you see what, defensively, he was blocking shots, rebounding the ball, hit a couple shots early when we were struggling. His 11 points in the first half were big. And we really love that group of guys between Rod and Shoal and Dima and Mike and Tyler at the 4 spot, Jaden and Glenn, and Mike can play the 3 as well. It's a great mix. And, the neat thing is we're not 100%. We've got some guys that are going to be joining us in the next few weeks that are just going to continue to make us stronger. So we just got to keep learning our lessons. And Dima's a great leader. He's not afraid to say something that might hurt someone's feeling if it's the best interest of the team. But that's good. And that's true leadership. And step by step, we're just trying to find ways to get better.
And Wayne, I know scoring isn't the end-all be-all, but through these first 3 games, you've had a bunch of different guys show they can put the ball in the bucket. I mean, how kind of important is that going to be to have that scoring?
It's key. It's key. And the challenge is, though, is that we don't just go for ours. Sometimes when you got a lot of scores, they're going to try to, and not from a selfish standpoint, but I'm going to put the team on my back kind of deal. So we're still trying to develop the trust in ball movement and cutting and what we're running. And you're going to be really hard to guard when you have a team that's bought in with those weapons. Thanks. Go Bees.
Thank you.
Peace.